Good day, good morning, good evening, grand rising, wherever you may be. It is the 8th of February 2024, and as promised, the Only Cans team, Craig and I, are giving you frequent updates as they come in about the Madeleine McCann case and obviously Operation Grange. So, without further ado, awesome. So, if you haven't already caught up with our Only Can series, the link is going to be in the description. So, Craig, what happened today that made you contact me and say we need to do an update? What did you see today? I will bring it up on the screen.
Hi Zoe, hi everyone.
Hi.
I was looking at that clip there that you put up of us, and I miss having my long hair, Zoe. I need to get my hair back. I'm going to grow it back for the summer.
I don't really notice the difference. Is that terrible?
Thanks, pal. Yeah, that's really nice of you. So I contacted you today because we are going to try and keep up with this as it evolves.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously our series, we were actually speaking about our series last night, weren't we? Was it yesterday? And it was not how many thousand views have we had now in total? Was it 17,000 or something?
17, just over 17,000 views on our McCann series, our 4 parts, all obviously all together, which
And
I
we're so
am
proud
blown
of
away
it.
with, Craig.
Yeah,
I'm
we're so
so
proud of it.
proud. I really am.
Yeah, we don't
I'm
obviously do it for that, but it's great that so many people are hearing the real case of what happened to Madeleine. So
exactly.
there was breaking news this morning on the case regarding Bruckner and Madeleine and the abduction that they're trying to shove down our throats.
Mhm.
I don't know. Do you want to go through the article? And obviously, look
Yeah,
who that's coming from as well. Just clock that. Mark
I was,
front,
yeah.
same old, same old.
Our favorite friend. Anyway, so literally, they are now saying in the media that there was a confirmed plot to kidnap a child a week before Madeleine McCann disappeared. Expat Ken Ralph said that Christian B, the German drifter suspected of abducting Madeleine, tried to recruit a mutual friend to help find a youngster to sell to a childless couple. So this is basically a friend is basically saying that it was all staged before. We were sitting around the fire one night after a meal. We had a few beers, and during the early hours of the morning, my friend began to cry. I asked him what the matter was, and eventually he confessed to me that he was getting involved with Christian to steal a child from Praia de Luz from a rich family. So, Craig, do you have anything to say so far on this? Where's this guy came from that's never spoke out already?
Exactly. So this is where we really, if you really want to delve deep into it, it's where's he been for so long? I think he says at some point that he went to the police, etc. But where was he at the time when Madeleine went missing? You know, you please put yourself back at that time. It was everywhere. It was saturated everywhere, and especially when the parents became arguido. Where was he? Because he should have been saying, "Wait, just now, you know that's a total injustice here because I know what happened." That kind of thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, 17 years ago, my friend and his family, they were living in a teepee here. Me and my wife used to bring them food. It's just nonsense. It's like, how is this?
So
Is
it takes
just
17 years to come
it's
out
just
and
it's
say, "Oh yeah, I remember this conversation by the fire." Like,
yeah,
wow.
it's like mudslinging, isn't it? It's like they throw enough at it, something they're hoping something will stick somewhere, and it's all
Mhm.
sort of like story building as well, because it
Mhm.
builds the story of Big Bad Bruckner, and let's not get things muddled here. This guy is an evil man, Christian Bruckner. He's a really nasty piece of work. You do not want to
Mhm.
come across him ever, but we have to be careful because we go back to the 3rd of May. This is what we're all about, is the 3rd of May 2007, isn't it? That's what me and you are all about. We talk about that
Yeah.
day, that holiday,
Yeah.
what happened. The rest of it, literally you see football players doing the celebration sometimes like this. You just have to block out the noise. And you start to realize, I used to get really upset when these kind of articles came out because I felt like I was banging my head against a brick wall, and nobody like
Mhm.
shouting the truth and nobody's
Mhm.
listening, sort of thing. Now I
Mhm.
treat it with the disdain that I think that these kind of stories deserve. They don't don't give them air. We have to pull it up and talk about it, because we have to try and discredit it and keep shouting about the 3rd of May, Madeleine's truth. So it goes on to more nonsense. I asked him.
Just noticed in the article just now that he was doing it for an order for a German couple that couldn't have children. So why did they take if this was true, why would the eldest one and not take one of the baby twins?
This is it. It just becomes insane, doesn't it? Because that's when if you want to start talking about that, then you have to talk about how did he do it. Let's hear about that. How did he manage to abduct the child? We hear about all the noise around it, but why is he not? We want to hear about how did he do it? I think Bruckner's lawyer got it down to something like 60 seconds, something like that, 2 minutes. The abduction window, if you excuse the pun. So yeah, why would he take a little blonde girl as well, which would be so recognizable? One of the babies would be so much easier to carry out. Yeah, so here we go again, and it's please. This is the main bit to take away from this short video is please, everybody who watches this, keep in mind that you're going to be bombarded between now and round about middle of March. There's going to be more and more articles coming out, because I think Grange are going to be looking for another 6 months funding. So this is what happens to bring it back. And for anyone that doesn't know,
can you kind of, for layman's terms, what Operation Grange is? Is that just a foundation that people put money in so that they can look for Madeleine?
Yeah, so that's obviously the Met Police's investigation and the abduction of Madeleine McCann. So that's not they're not even entertaining the fact that I'm quite right in saying that I don't believe they've ever spoken to any of the tapas involved. And give them a right grilling on what happened. They treated it like it was an abduction from the word go, which is why Colin Sutton didn't want to get involved in it. And he got the word from the top. As he famously says, you've got to clear the ground beneath your feet at the start. And Operation Grange never has. And that's now rolling on to touching £14 million spent on that.
Wow.
To me, it just feels like a ring fence around that holiday, that week. There's a ring fence put up. They attempted to actually drop Grange about a year and a half ago. There was breaking news that came out that they were going to stop the investigation, and it was going to come to an end. But then there was more that came out about Bruckner, and they just got another 6 months funding, and it's just trundling on again. And here we are again, more articles coming out. Same old same.
Exactly. That's when you'll start seeing them hammering into the media. I'm just going to quickly play because 60 Minutes has jumped on it. And I used to really respect 60 Minutes, but I've noticed that they just go for whatever narrative is kind of happening, even if it's not truthful. So we'll have a wee look at their trailer for what is coming on.
It's not got sound. It's not got sounds though.
Wow. I just feel everybody jumps on it, and I get that.
I don't know if that worked, Zoe, because there was no sound playing.
I could hear it.
So I don't know if it played on the video, but you get the gist of it.
I can bung some subtitles up on it. No worries.
Yeah.
That was our 5-minute videos became a 10-minute video, but that's absolutely fine. I'm sure people won't mind with the constant updates.
I know.
Is there anything you want to end it on? Because let's leave it at 10 minutes.
So it's just buckle up, because here we go again. More articles are coming, and the story just rolls on. And you just got to keep banging the drum for the 3rd of May 2007, and keep pushing for that truth to get unlocked.
Absolutely. Hopefully. Well, thank you for joining me, Craig. Hopefully we've got an even
Thank you.
better update next time, and Christian B is not involved. So yes, I will love you and leave you. And thank you once again for joining us on our little Only Can.
I would like to emphasise that I strongly believe in freedom of speech. I don't have a problem somebody purporting a theory, writing, fiction, suggestions.